What is NEAT? That is a really good question. NEAT is short for Non-Exercise Activity Thermogenesis. It's the energy expended for everything we do that is not sleeping, eating, or planned exercise. If you're doing something physical and it's not training, then it counts as NEAT. So moving around through your day, maintaining really good posture, cleaning, gardening, it's all NEAT. Now, before I continue, let's look at everything that accounts for the calories we burn daily. Starting with TDEE, Total Daily Energy Expenditure. Going through this stuff will massively help us better understand the importance of NEAT. And I'm going to be throwing a lot of acronyms your way. So there's a lot to take in, but bear with it. This stuff is important. TDEE, Total Daily Energy Expenditure, is simply the total number of calories you burn throughout the day. It consists of two main categories. We have REE, which is resting energy expenditure, and NREE, non-resting energy expenditure. So the calories we burn at rest and the calories we burn when we're not resting. REE consists of our basal metabolic rate. While sitting, watching this video, or even during sleep, your body still requires calories. Calories to breathe, maintain organ function, and, well, stay alive. You can do things to positively impact your basal metabolic rate, such as building a decent amount of muscle mass to make muscle tissue a much more energy demanding organ. But in the short term, there's not a great deal we can do to noticeably impact this on a daily basis. So let's move on. Let's move on to NREE. Again, this is non-resting energy expenditure, and it's broken down into three components. We have EAT, which is exercise activity thermogenesis. We have TEF, which is thermic effective feeding, and of course we have NEAT, non-exercise activity thermogenesis. We'll start with TEF, which is the thermic effective feeding. This is simply the number of calories we burn via digestion. Not a lot we can do with this one to make a dent in it, apart from eating foods that require more calories to digest, such as consuming a high protein diet. Protein being the macronutrient with the highest thermic effective feeding. But as good as this is, and I do recommend consuming a decent amount of protein, it's not going to make a huge difference to the total number of calories you burn on a day-to-day basis. Then we have EAT, which is exercise activity thermogenesis. Exercise, lifting weights, going for a run. Obviously, I recommend this, but we're limited in the number of calories we can really burn during a 30 to 60 minute session. This brings us to the potential star of the show, NEAT. I say potential star because for many of us with sedentary lifestyles, this can be our Achilles heel. But if we cultivate a generally active lifestyle, it can be the key to fast fat loss and sustainable results. Let me explain. If you're generally active, you move around a lot doing chores, don't shy away from a spot of gardening, you embrace running around with the kids and the hecticness of being a parent, you'll stand to burn a lot of calories. And I mean a lot. If you naturally shy away from that stuff, you won't. So be mindful of this. Don't take the elevator, take the stairs. Take your dog, partner, kids on regular walks and cultivate a generally active lifestyle. If we don't focus on NEAT, it can massively hinder our fat loss endeavors. You see, when someone starts their their weight loss journey, they often only focus on reducing calories and doing planned exercise, such as going for a run. But due to the new increase in energy expenditure, we've just gone for a run, and the reduction in energy intake, we're trying to be in a caloric deficit, you may well subconsciously become less active. Your NEAT will likely reduce. You probably move less and just generally have less of a skip in your step. And because of the vast number of calories we can burn from NEAT, if we unknowingly reduce it by moving less, it can be enough to prevent someone from positively tilting energy balance in their favor, thus inducing no weight loss. But if we're conscious of this, we can ensure we keep on top of our NEAT and just remain as active as possible. Having a step count north of 6,000 steps per day will help with this. Technically speaking, if you're doing planned walks, it's not NEAT, it's EAT. But having a step target, it's a great way of remaining conscious of your overall activity levels. If you become a more active person, you'll find it much easier, I mean much easier, to get lean and stay lean. Have a good, active week.